That's kind of like Bewitched, but not right.
What?
The thing I was just humming. Yeah, I don't think you're right either, though.
No, isn't that I Dream of Jeannie?
Is that I Dream of Jeannie? I thought it was Bewitched.
I used to get those two shows mixed up all the time.
They're pretty much the same thing.
Taylor and Alan talking about movies. They may be best friends, but they always disagree. Taylor and Alan, I seen that.
Here's another movie coming up.
Bewitched.
This movie is a... What? How did you get it? This is another movie from my childhood.
Oh, no.
I will not say it was a favorite movie, but it was a movie that I watched a lot of times.
What year did it come out?
This movie came out in 1995.
95. Jurassic Park.
Nope, that was
93.
93.
95. Toy Story.
I did... What?
Toy Story?
No, but that I believe that did come out in 95. This movie I did not see in theaters. I did not see it till we got it on VHS.
Okay.
If
If you can't find good trivia, give me some of the actors. Go from 6 up. Let's see if I can get it.
6 up? Okay.
Yep.
I'll give you some back actors. You got Eric Idle.
No idea.
Oh.
Like 6, then 5,
okay,
and
here
then
we
4.
go. Brad Garrett.
Okay. It's not
You
Toy
do know
Story?
Eric Idle, right?
No, I don't. Not off his name.
He's from, oh jeez, he's from like Monty Python and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure who it is.
Okay. It's got Ben Stein.
Okay. Is it an Adam Sandler movie?
No.
No. Brad Garrett
Gosh,
and
it's
Ben
not even a
Stein.
big cast list. It's got Christina Ricci?
Yeah,
Ricci? Ricci?
Ricci?
Is it Ricci?
Yeah.
And then the top bill would probably be Bill Pullman.
What? Brad Garrett, Bill Pullman, Christina Ricci. 95. It's not animated, is it?
Not completely.
Is it Casper?
It is Casper.
Oh,
Not too
great.
shabby. Not a lot to go on there.
No, there wasn't a ton.
Have you seen this movie?
I have seen this movie.
And your thoughts as a child on this movie?
I didn't really like it as a child.
Did you? What kind of... I don't understand what movies you were into as a kid.
I don't know. I just
This is a classic kid movie.
this was so boring to me at the time.
Boring.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 ruined you.
Maybe, but Terminator 2 is still a great movie. Would you?
Yeah.
Casper is not.
No, I would say it does not hold up.
No, it never did.
Like, I liked it as a kid.
I did not.
Not so much now. Even though I haven't seen it in a long time.
Before we get into it, what would you even put it on the scale? What would you do? Breaking the TV? Right now?
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably watch the commercial.
Yeah, I'd probably turn the TV off, going outside, watching the clouds.
Yeah, that's about the same. It looked like ghosts. But yeah, so it's how many times have you seen this movie?
Once or twice? I don't know.
What do you remember? If anything.
I remember that Casper is a friendly ghost. I think he becomes a boy at the end for like a short time.
Correct.
Christina Ricci moves into the house and is like a loser. Casper has ghost bullies who are like his brothers, maybe, or cousins, or...
I think they're his brothers.
I thought so. There's like 3 of them, and...
Yeah, one of which is Brad Garrett.
Okay, yeah.
Plays Fatso.
That's why I couldn't... I was like, I can't place Brad Garrett in anything. Like, that makes a little more sense why I couldn't remember him. That's about it. I don't remember...
So, what I remember is basically there's a haunted house that is like, it's worth a lot of money because there was like an inventor who lived in it, and his son was Casper. He died when he was a kid, and I don't know. I just know the house is worth money or it's on valuable property. This lady and her partner are working on trying to get it or trying to sell it or something like that. But come to find out, it's haunted. And they are trying to get rid of the ghosts inside. They call Ghostbusters. They call like a exorcist priest guy. They keep calling, and everyone is failing it. The ghosts are too extreme. So then they find out about Bill Pullman. He is a ghost whisperer. He's supposed to help ghosts cross over to the other side or something like that. So they have him come out, him and his daughter move in, and hilarity ensues.
Now, I can't... I know this is kind of a meme or whatever, but I can't... I'm getting him and Bill Paxton confused.
I used to get them mixed up all the time. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton.
Yeah. I can't... What else is Bill Pullman in?
Bill Pullman is Independence Day, the president.
Okay, yeah.
What else? That's the only thing that's going to my head.
He's in a lot of stuff.
I know he's in a bunch of stuff. I know he's in some, like, westerns. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of anything? Well, that's all you need to know, really.
Yep, I know who he is now.
Independence Day.
I found him. I looked him up.
Why can't I think of anything else?
I don't know. Yeah, the trivia for this movie is awful. There's nothing here.
Yeah, there's not much.
I do remember, I think I had a crush on Christina Ricci at the time, though.
Did you?
I think so.
I would say at this age, I had a crush on Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Don't you still have a crush on her?
Absolutely. She's still alive. Does not go away.
That's true. You could also have a crush on a dead person if you want to get creepy.
That's true. A little creepier. But anyways, so this movie, basically he moves in, he's trying to get the ghost to cross over. They just kind of are messing with him and pranking him and whatnot. They even, towards the end of the movie, get him to die so he could be one of them.
Yeah, I remember that vaguely.
They get him really drunk. They take him to a bar, they get him really drunk, and then they pretty much, I don't remember if they make him fall off a cliff or if they drop him off a cliff, but something along those lines.
Yeah.
He dies. Comes back as a ghost.
But and then they bring him back at the end, right?
Because the inventor who was working on something to bring his son back made this invention that was supposed to be able to do that, and they were able to successfully bring him back.
Gotcha. But they could only do it with him?
Yeah, so I don't remember exactly why it did not work.
Did you just say I don't remember? Did you drop the re?
I would never.
I'm so confident that you said I remember. Or I
don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure.
We're going to need to consult the transcript.
Oh, we're going to. I'm going to play it right now.
Yeah, so I don't remember. Yeah, so I don't remember. Yeah, so I don't remember.
And now everyone knows what you said.
All right, and everyone knows that you are wrong at this point, I assume.
Nope.
And we can move on.
I'm not going to move on emotionally, but in conversation we can move on.
Anyways, it doesn't work on him. I don't remember why, but he is granted like one night, Cinderella style, to come back as a boy, so he could take the girl to a dance.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like at midnight, turns back into a ghost and scares everybody.
I thought he turned into a pumpkin.
Into what?
Into a pumpkin?
Yeah, that was the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Casper the Friendly Pumpkin.
See, I'm getting this movie confused with, what was that movie? The witch movie? There's like 3 witches.
Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus, yeah. It all came out around the same time.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a problem.
Another good one.
With these kids' movies, is they're all like the same thing.
Oh, yeah, they are pretty similar.
Yeah.
You know, if you know what kids like, you make it a lot of times.
I guess that's true. Like Razor scooters.
Exactly.
I remember when those came out, and then it was like a gajillion at Walmart all of a sudden.
Oh, yes.
20 different brands that all broke.
Yeah, scooters were so cool. They were the only thing that I could really ride successfully and feel like a part of the gang. I couldn't do skateboard. I was not great on skates. It was too labor intensive.
You know scooters were never cool, right?
They were cool for like 2 weeks.
Maybe, but that was even way before you got a scooter.
No, I still definitely rode scooter way after it was cool. Dante got a scooter, and that was the one I rode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But by the time your parents would have bought you anything, it would definitely not have been the cool thing.
I can tell you the exact moment I realized that scooters were not cool.
Right, like
I'm
5
take
minutes
it
ago?
back a little bit.
5 minutes ago.
Just now. So, this story involves you.
Oh,
See if you remember. It was way back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember we went to Van's skate park
Yeah.
for one of Dante's friends' birthdays.
Yep.
You remember that?
I do remember that. I remember we sat down on the mega ramp and just rode it like a slide.
Yeah, because that's all we could do. I'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
But I want to talk about when we first arrived. So, the person that we were going with, they said, oh yeah, scooters are fine. You can bring scooter. I thought, okay, cool, because I can kind of ride the scooter. Like, maybe I can do some stuff. Dante had a skateboard. You had a skateboard. I think I also brought skates. And Joshua brought skates. We get there, and I'm walking up, and I have the scooter in hand. And as soon as we walk in, I see 2 guys. They're like probably high school at the time. They look at me and they start laughing. Not like really loud, but like, look at this kid with the scooter. Like, who brings a scooter? So I don't think anything of it. But then the lady up at the front says, "Oh, no scooters." And I was like, "Oh, thank God, I'm putting this back in the car." Because at that point I was already feeling dumb. And went and put it in the car, got my skates. And that was really the end of scooters.
I don't think these are the kind of skates you had, but I really hope they're roller skates. The kind that have like the 4 wheels spread out, not the inline skates.
Oh yeah, not the inline,
Yeah.
the box looking ones.
Yep. I hope that's what you're wearing.
I think they probably were. But going forward, yeah. So there was that real big ramp,
which probably now is not that big. When we were kids, it was huge, but now
it's probably like 15 feet high.
Yeah, which is still pretty big.
I mean, it's big, and it was a steep drop, but we just would climb up to the top and sit down and slide down. That was about as much fun as we were going to have that day.
Yeah, we would just slide down on our butts. We didn't even.
Yeah,
we didn't slide down on anything dangerous.
But I want to go forward a little more to see if you remember this other part.
You're time jumping like Pirates of the Caribbean over here.
Yeah, I know. I keep going forward. There was the big pool. Do you remember that?
Yep. And someone got stuck.
Yeah, someone did for sure.
Who was it? Me?
It was you. They had to pull you out.
I don't remember what happened. I remember that.
I can still see it now that I think about it. I can still see it. So
My
it was
shoes,
like
my shoes were too slick.
Yeah. Okay. So what happened was there were two pools, and they were connected by like a little passageway.
Also,
one was like
I think
a
they're
more
called
shallow.
bowls.
What's that?
I'm pretty sure they're called bowls. Just so you know.
Bowls, whatever. One was a
Pools
little more
have water.
shallow, and then one was deeper.
Uh-huh.
And the shallow one was no problem, but when you got down into the deeper one, it was you couldn't just run up the side. You had to kind of run back up to that little entryway, and it probably took me 3 times to get it. But then, the more I talk about it, the more I can remember seeing it. You would run up, and you cannot get up to the thing. And when I would stand up there, I could not reach your hand when you would run up there. So I told Joshua to run, and he got an employee. They came over. This guy came down, so he was like laying down on the entrance part, like reaching down as far as he could. And like I think it still took probably 3 or 4 times, but the one I remember, it was so funny. It was like the 3rd time. You got like this big head start, and you like ran all the way up, and you put your arm out, and I swear, like you were for sure in reach of the guy, and like you guys just couldn't connect.
Yeah.
You had your arm up almost to his face, and then you just flopped down and slid on your stomach all the way back down to the center.
I've done that as an adult. We did a Tough Mudder. A couple of years ago, and one of the obstacles is just this giant half pipe that you have to run up and grab the top and pull yourself up. But they like get it all wet and it's slippery and stuff like that.
Would you say muddy?
And it's muddy. Yeah, it was pretty muddy. So
is it tough?
It was tough. Yeah. And so I get a pretty good head start. I'm booking it. I'm getting up here first try. I'm not messing around. And I made the worst mistake by when I got close to the top, I tried to jump to get to the top. Except the wall is going straight up. So when I jumped, I just jumped away from where
jumped out.
Yeah, where I wanted to be. And I just slammed my chest on the thing and slid down. And apparently, because there's a lot of spectators just, like watching their friends and family do it and stuff. My parents were there watching, and they just said that everyone was like, "Oh," when it happened, because I hit so hard.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so apparently it's never been my forte.
So it's not your first rodeo.
No.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I can still, now that I think about it, I can still see you reaching up to get the guy, and he reached out, and you guys just didn't make the connection and just flop down and slide back in.
Yeah, it sounds right. I vaguely remember. In my head, it's not me who got stuck in that pool, but I believe you that it was me.
Well, we all got stuck, and it took me a few times to be able to do it. And I know I think Joshua also needed help from the employee, but I think he just ran up and collided to the top, and the guy caught him.
Yeah. Well, isn't that why I went in? Was to help Joshua?
It might have been.
I think I went in to help Josh get out.
Yeah. We went in to help him, and then we got stuck.
Well, you didn't get stuck. I got stuck.
Well, yeah, I was able to get out, but
Joshua,
honestly, it took me 5 times.
Joshua was freaking out, I thought. Not crying, but almost.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh
man.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
So, anyways, scooters, real cool. That was the day I learned that they were not.
Yeah, no. They were pretty bad. They probably weren't allowed because of, when my dad broke that one ramp.
Because of the incident with your dad?
Yeah, well, probably not that incident, but probably comparable incidents.
I would say so.
I could see how scooters could mess up ramps pretty easily.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen it firsthand.
Well, anything else about Casper?
It doesn't hold up. I'd say as a kid, I would have gave it an 8 out of 10. And then now, maybe a 4.
Wow. I don't even know what I'd give it.
Would you break your
much.
TV?
No, I would turn my TV off though.
Oh, turn it off. All right.
Definitely not watching.
Well,
I might change the channel, but yeah, I don't know. I would be like, I need to do better things with my life when that came on. Same with Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what it would remind me of. Like, stop wasting your life.
No.
You've already spent enough time on this crap. Why don't you go do something more productive?
Oh, man. That's horrible.
Go learn how to run up a ramp.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, if only there was video.
Yeah, if camera phones were a thing back then.
Because that is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm scared for our kids, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Think about all the stupid stuff we did that we couldn't record that we definitely would have recorded.
There's no evidence of it, just word of mouth.
Yeah.
And if it was really, really bad, we just didn't say anything about it. Yeah, there's no hiding now.
No. Yeah, everything's going to be out there.
By the time they're teenagers, everyone will have like video implanted in their brains, and everything you do is automatically uploaded to the cloud.
This is a Black Mirror episode? Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly right.
I hope not. That show is super depressing.
I just watched an episode of that today. It was bonkers.
Wait, you haven't seen all of them yet?
No, I have one more to go.
Which one did you just watch?
The one I watched was the White Christmas with John Hamm.
Oh, that one. That was terrible.
That one's nuts.
Oh,
that one is crazy.
Every time I finished one of those episodes, I had to take a break. From
you can't watch more than 2 in a row.
No, you're just emotionally exhausted afterwards. It's really good, but it's like, oh, that was rough. Like the one where the girl, she had kidnapped the little girl with her boyfriend, and they put her in the house and made her think that her daughter got kidnapped and that people were chasing her, trying to kill her. Oh, that one wrecked me, man. I was like, ugh. I need to.
I'll tell you the one that really
go watch some
up my mind is the guy who went. He was like testing out a new system, and they put him in like the haunted house.
Yeah, the VR thing.
Yeah, the VR one. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That one threw me through a couple loops.
But that one, I'm trying to remember. That one I don't feel like affected me too much. Cause the ending kind of like ruined the whole thing for me. Cause he died instantly, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't do anything, like, in the story, the main story, he was doing stuff that ended up getting him killed. But in real life, the machine just killed him instantly. And he had like all these weird flashes of thoughts and stuff.
Yeah, but it was like an Inception almost, where it was like, it was like there was levels to it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember what some of the other episodes are.
Well, there's a bunch. There was a pig episode.
If there was one that really messed me up.
The pig episode was pretty messed up.
Of course.
Have you seen the one, I'm trying to remember what the last one was. Have you seen the one where the guy is on the bike earning credits?
Yeah.
That one was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that one was good. What's the one I'm thinking of? There's another one that threw me off. So was that one? I don't remember.
The John Hamm
there's new
one,
ones coming soon though.
Is there? The John Hamm one was intense. With the whole idea that you could lock. Because it was projections of people's personality, but it was basically them. But he would like lock them and it's like, all right, I'll see you in 3 years or whatever. And they were just alone for 3 years going crazy until he finally came back to him. And like for him, it was instant.
It was just seconds.
Yeah.
So the first time he does it was like 3 weeks to some person.
Yeah.
And then she still didn't cooperate, so it was 6 months.
Yeah. And it was all to like turn him into a personal assistant.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the
guy at the end, they put it, the one who murder or whatever,
Yeah.
he was there for like 1,000 years.
Yeah. Well, that was his punishment, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was messed up because he wanted to see his son, his daughter.
His daughter, but then it wasn't even his daughter.
Yeah, because his wife or girlfriend was pregnant, and then she said she got an abortion. And in this world, you can block people out. So, like, if you see them, they're just like censored. They're all fuzzy.
They're like a silhouette, like
Yeah.
a fuzzy silhouette almost.
And so he finds out that she's got a kid, and he assumes it's his.
But he doesn't see the kid for like 5 years,
Yeah.
so he doesn't know that it's not even his. He just assumes it is.
And so
then
she dies, right? And that's what takes the
she
censor off?
dies in like a train accident. And so when that happens, the kid is no longer blocked. So he goes to see her, and it's an Asian kid,
Yeah.
which is one of his friends from the beginning.
Oh, that's messed up.
And you're like, oh, she cheated on her.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was. Oh, that one was rough. And then John Hamm's punishment was no one could interact with him.
He was put on the sexual predator list and blocked from everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that was messed up. But
Yeah,
that
was a dark one.
That show was much better than Casper. How do we go? We talk about Wolf of Wall Street, we end up at Fuller House. We talk about Casper the Friendly Ghost, end up at Black Mirror. Like,
they're all connected.
somehow. We just go from extreme to extreme. We can't stay on one tone. We have to
Exactly.
flip it hardcore. Like your sweet tricks on the scooter. I remember you almost had that 360 whip, but you never got it.
Nope, never. Never. Almost, though. One day I will. It's like how I finally beat Mario 64.
Yeah. I doubt.
I will.
I don't think you'll ever do it. I'm putting that on
Yeah,
your
probably
life
not.
now. You will never do
I don't even
a 360 whip on a scooter.
know if I'll ever come in contact with the scooter again.
I bet you will. I bet your kids will get one at one point, and you'll be like, "Oh, I remember when these were cool."
It'll be like a hover scooter, though.
Oh, like
Does that count?
Back to the Future.
Yeah.
A hover scooter definitely doesn't count towards tricks.
And then you're probably right. It'll never happen.
Yeah, no, you'll fall down and break yourself. But hopefully your kids will record it.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, I got nothing else about Casper. I don't think I had anything about Casper for this episode.
And that's how I feel about Casper.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back in a couple days with our next episode.
Yep, and it's going to be better than ever.
Probably not. I think we peaked, and
It'll be worse.
we're just going down.
I would argue that we peaked before we even started the podcast.
We just started at the peak. We didn't actually
And
peak.
our first episode was the beginning of the decline.
We started at ground level, and we've just been digging a hole ever since.
Yeah. There was not even a peak.
Yeah.